Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review of the top ranked Fight Gear Champion Series boxing gloves. So stay tuned. Alright guys, just to do this real quick, close up of these top rank 12 ounce Champion boxing gloves. Synthetic leather casing. Got that nylon attached thumb, vented palm. This is boxing double stitching. You have a 3.5-inch Velcro strap with the plastic patch on the back. Tricot inside liner, 12-ounce tag. Seam with stitching on the back of the glove with the top rank diagonally. This uses injected molded foam. TR for top rank on the fingertip compartment. Medium-sized grip bar. And that's pretty much it. They remind me of the Ringside Apex boxing glove. So let's go ahead and put this on the scale and move on to the review. Definitely more of a compact style glove. The right glove is right at 12.4 ounces. And the left glove is right at 11.8. So they both hover at around 12 ounces. They're not exactly on point in terms of weight. But nonetheless, a pretty compact glove, pretty protective, especially for a 12-ounce glove because of the molded foam. But this is Top Rank's introduction into boxing gloves in their own branding. So let's go ahead and do the review. Hey, what's up guys? Carlo here. And today I'm going to be doing a review of these Top Rank Fight Gear Champion Series boxing gloves. That's right, you heard it correctly. Top Rank now makes boxing gloves. I know I was really interested when I heard about Top Rank actually getting into the boxing glove game, and was interested in trying these out. So wanted to give a big shout out to the team over at Top Rank Fight Gear for sending me these to try and do a review on. Now, this particular glove is a Champions model boxing glove. It only comes in 12 ounces, 2 different color schemes, Velcro closure only currently. I got mine in white and blue. They also offer it in a black and blue. And design-wise, when you look at this glove, it's actually pretty compact. And the first thing, my first impression of this glove, it is kind of more of an entry-level glove, something that you would probably find on the higher end at like the sporting goods store, the sport department store that you would find. If these gloves were to remind me of anything, if I were to compare it to another glove I've tried on, these gloves really remind me of the Ringside Apex boxing gloves, both in terms of the way they feel, the way they look, and just kind of the overall profile of the gloves. Now, as you can see, design-wise, it does have the Top Rank logo that is kind of diagonally printed on the back of the glove. And then you do have this stitched seam that kind of goes diagonally to split the color from the white to the blue. One thing I was a little confused with on their website is that these gloves are advertised as being a grade A leather, but these are definitely synthetic leather gloves. So I'm not too sure if maybe they had the wording switched around on the website, because there's another model of boxing gloves on their website that is advertised as synthetic, which is about half the price of these, when these are actually, to me, the synthetic gloves. These definitely aren't genuine leather when you look at these. So I was a little confused by that on the website. So I'm hoping to get some clarification on that, which I'll comment below once I do. So, but you can see the Top Rank has that stitching on the back right there. On the back of the Velcro strap is about 3.5-inch Velcro strap all the way around. You do have this Top Rank patch that is kind of has raised letters. It's embossed in there, really nice and shiny. That looks pretty good. One thing I like is how they recessed it into the back of the Velcro strap, so it's not sitting up and you don't have any sharp edges sticking out. So you can see the Velcro strap pretty much goes all the way around. On the back it says this is Top Rank with the 12-ounce weight right there. On the palm side, pretty basic. You have blue piping, and you have about 1/4 inch of padding that's medium to soft density on the inside for the wrist support, and about a 1/2-inch layer of EVA padding on the back of the wrist to lock your wrist in. You do have a mesh ventilated palm right here on the palm side, as well as a medium-sized grip bar that's pretty firm. So this is boxing across that. Ventilated holes on the thumb as well, and then you do have a nylon attached thumb. This glove uses injected molded foam. So one thing I noticed when I first got these gloves, it has much more firm feel to it. These gloves lend itself to be more on a protective side, as typically it is with injected molded foam, whether it's injected molded foam or injected with gel. So you might have an IMF glove that has gel that's infused into it, but these are definitely IMF, so there's gonna be a break-in period. So quality-wise, gloves are okay. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of synthetic material. The synthetic leather they use reminds me of some of the other gloves I tried, like the Elite Sports, some of the Sandal Bull series gloves you can get on Amazon. That same kind of material. It does have a small texture to it. You do have that TR logo. I didn't show you guys that earlier, right here on the fingertip. But nothing too special about it. The stitching on here is pretty decent. You can see some of the edges of some of the stitching pulling on the material. But the double stitching on the palm side actually looks pretty good. Nice and symmetrical. No issues with the actual threading coming out. Here's the thumb. You can see that. I do wish that they use the same material, the synthetic leather, for the attached thumb. But typically when you have more of these entry-level gloves, they usually kind of cut cost where the attached thumb is at and use a nylon strap. So you can see the stitching looks okay right there, as well as on the back. I'm not a big fan of stitching on the back of the glove, but thankful that it's not on the striking surface. Sometimes gloves will actually have stitching right here around the striking surface, which I think is a bad idea. But it's on the back of the glove, so that shouldn't be too bad as far as durability goes. So overall, it's pretty good. Velcro strap is pretty standard quality. Grabs really nicely, no issues there. The inside liner is really good too. So they use this nice polyester microfiber liner on the inside. It doesn't bunch up and does a really good job of wicking away moisture on the inside compartment. So I like that they use that instead of like the nylon liner that kind of has a lot of bunching up issues that you typically have. Comfort-wise, when you slide these gloves on, they definitely have more of a compact feel. I'm hoping that Top Rank offers more sizes instead of just 12 ounces, something a little bit larger. Me having medium-sized hands, I would say that these are about spot on as far as sizing goes. One thing is that the thumb is in a really good position. I don't feel like my thumb jams at all. And with these IMF gloves also, I think they did a really good job of putting just enough foam on the back of the thumb so where you don't feel like your thumb is going numb. Finger compartment feels really nice and deep. For an IMF glove, I'm not a huge fan of molded foam gloves, but for an IMF glove, these are surprisingly a little bit more broken in and a little bit more comfortable. A lot of times the inside layer of the IMF foam feels really stiff against your hand, and there's not much ergonomics in some of the gloves I've tried, but these actually feel really ergonomic. And again, they remind me of the Ringside Apex Predator gloves, so they have a very similar feel to those. If you have those gloves, that way you have an idea of what to compare to. The mesh palm is good. Grip bar is in a good spot, and I do like the fact that they use a deep enough finger compartment to where you can really sink your hand in there and make a good fist. But overall, you can make a really good fist with these. I don't feel like my finger is crowded in the finger compartment. They do have a piece of foam or neoprene that covers the stitching, which keeps everything nice and comfortable where your fingertips are at, so you can really make a good fist. So comfort's there, pretty decent re-support as well. So I definitely like that. Now the protection and performance, I would definitely say these are more of a protective glove. Being IMF, you're gonna have a little bit of a break-in period, but one thing about these is you can see how firm this foam is, and I'll kind of give you guys a close-up of that. It's a very firm foam, so when you're using these on the bag, you definitely get a lot of shock absorption with these. The only drawback is that you don't get the same feedback as you would like a Mexican style glove or a multi-layer foam glove, a little bit softer density foam or a closed cell foam. So with these, when you're striking, you really definitely get a good feeling of shock protection. The only drawback again is going to be you don't really feel your knuckles go through. You don't feel the shot and get the same crack that you do with like a multi-layer foam or something infused with horsehair. So that I would say is the only drawback. Now cost-wise, these gloves are $60. In my opinion, I think that's a little bit high for a glove like this, especially being synthetic and it having more of an entry-level feel to the glove. There's a lot of gloves that are similar to these that are a lot cheaper. And I think because it's a Top Rank branded product, they might be able to get away with selling these more just based on name recognition only. But I definitely think these gloves can be cheaper just based on the materials they use and the feel. One thing I do like is that they are definitely more comfortable than some of the IMF gloves I've tried. I just wish they offered more color schemes, more sizes, and maybe even a lace-up version of this glove to justify the pricing that they're asking from the public. Based on what I've seen here. So overall, a pretty good glove. I would say that these are more of like a $30 to $40 glove in my opinion, based on it being synthetic. If they were genuine leather, then I would definitely say that these would be right there as far as being a $60 glove, but these are definitely a synthetic material. So I'm a little concerned about this being synthetic and being at a price point of $60. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find these Top Rank Champion gloves. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.